I found this segment from Al Jazeera. I wasn't in Al Jazeera, bro. Who owns the algorithm? What?
Call it incestuous. Oracle has recently been involved
Incestuous?
in some financing moves with OpenAI and Nvidia, which appear circular.
Money, ladies and gentlemen. OpenAI doesn't have money. That's the problem. At least their own money. They're not for profit. They're trying to become for profit. They're not for profit yet. 700 million active monthly users, whole 9 yards. They don't have any money. So Oracle just had this big announcement. OpenAI is going to make a huge investment.
Oh no, they brought a panel in. Oh
$100
no!
Oracle. Sorry, 100 billion, not million. How is OpenAI going to make a $100 billion investment into Oracle if they don't have any money? Well, interesting enough,
No!
Oracle is now making a
Oh!
$100 billion investment into Nvidia. Oracle's got a lot of money. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, does anybody want to know how Oracle's financing that? That is right, ladies and gentlemen. They are offering 40-year corporate bonds. We now have
Oh, I'm about to get cooked.
announcing a $100 billion investment.
I'm gonna get
Nvidia.
cooked.
And what was the announcement yesterday, ladies and gentlemen? Anybody remember? Nvidia is now doing a $100 billion investment into OpenAI. Just put it this way, okay? Nvidia's price has gone up. Nvidia announces that they are investing 100.
Bro, they're making these people sit through this too.
OpenAI.
That dude at the top is pissed. That dude at the top is so fucking ready to just, oh my god, I'm gonna get cooked. I'm gonna get cooked. Oh, I'm gonna get cooked. Oh no.
Buys capacity, okay, from Oracle, which causes Oracle's stock to go up. They use that money via the corporate bonds, right? And what do they do with that money? They buy more chips from Nvidia.
Himu, I want to get in.
Oh, they all look pissed. Oh, they all look so pissed. Look at her. Oh, no. Oh, do I just turn this off or do I get cooked? Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Bro, let's do it. Let's get cooked. Come on. You can't be a bitch, man. You gotta take it. Oh, no. I'm getting cooked on Al Jazeera. God, look at that face. All three of them look like they just found out that, like, oh, man. If it's like other side of the table. Like last year you told them to buy like, I don't know, fucking Trump coin or some shit. And like now it's a year later at the Thanksgiving table and they're all waiting and you're like, oh man. Okay, let's see.
To your past expertise, which is cryptocurrency, if I understand correctly. And I want to broaden this out.
Oh, who's the crypto person?
We are looking at tech billionaires owning media companies, traditional ones, owning social media, owning artificial intelligence, which these days is an umbrella over pretty much everything. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, coming from a murky origin of tech bros. Are we moving toward a world where the power is somewhat removed from elected officials?
Isn't that your old mod? No.
And moving more toward these kinds of individuals that control so much of what we do?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's been moving that way quietly for a while, and you can kind of see not even evidence, but it's as plain as day. The folks that Trump continues to invite to the.
I don't know this guy, and I don't want to say anything, but it's odd when instead of the name of a company that he founded, it just says startup founder, and instead of like journalist, it says independent journalist. Like I'm not cooking this guy at all. But startup founder and independent journalist usually sounds like I bought a domain on GoDaddy for $9.99 and I sometimes film things with my phone. I get on my bike and I go down and film protests. That's what it sounds like. So my recommendation is put the name of the company you founded because startup founder, I mean, technically, you know, you could be a startup founder if you just start anything, and an independent journalist could be somebody who phones their phone and they got a bicycle in the back. So I'm this isn't mean. I'm just saying, like, to my man, like next time they ask you to put down like your description, like put the company, unless it went bankrupt. Even then, at least you have one, and then put like photojournalist or like, you know, I don't know.
White House, right? The ones who have an amazing amount of leverage. It's a type of leverage we don't pause to think enough about. There's a reason that Elon Musk owns X. That
okay,
Jeff
so they didn't
Bezos
cook me then. Okay, good. That means I actually
own media.
Wait, that's a good sign. When they don't attack what they just saw, that's usually a good sign.
Outlets. It's.
Wait, that's not him. Which one is he? I don't want to be cooking a guy. The guy might be like legit. Syed Hemu. I feel like that's not his birth name. Hemu. Wait, is that him? before? I'm gonna give him credit, man. Fucking growing the hair out actually was a good move. Dude's got a following. All right, dude. Okay. All right, cool. I didn't get cooked. All right, I thought I was about to get cooked bad. I feel like that lady is mad.
Trump is owning more.
I want to hear what she has to say.
And actually, all B companies.
I'm gonna jump in
just
there.
The state of the world that we've quietly shifted towards.
Hey, yeah, because
Check
Donald
his LinkedIn. I'm spending too much time on this. I'm not trying to cook the guy's personal life. I just it doesn't matter.
Trump did call Larry Ellison the CEO.
Oh, he started coffee
everything.
companies.
And also,
Okay.
I just want to clarify when I said.
That's why I was saying he may be legit. It's just the way that comes across as a way of like explaining. It just doesn't. It's not a
Murky
good
world
thing.
of tech bros when it comes to crypto, because of course nobody really
Murky
knows
world of tech
who
bros.
Satoshi but it's
69 has
down.
gifted a sub to
Build off of what was just said, I think that we have a bunch of tech billionaires who are favoring politicians, not necessarily the other way around, is the way I see it. We have the Larry Ellisons of the world who are picking the Donald Trumps of the world, or Elon Musk's and Peter Thiel's that are picking the JD Vance's world, or Elon Musk's and Peter Thiel's that are picking the JD Vance's. And then that's where that regulatory capabilities and breakdown starts happening. And in terms of, the future of where this is going, I think that when you look at someone who, control and about, the next.
All right, we're good.
A democracy is first. They're not
Plain as day, right? It's security. It's
I think you have this share
About our show, AJ Stream.
All right, good. I didn't get cooked. All right, cool. Stocky didn't get cooked, and he's disappointed. Cause I'm not a narcissistic little shithead who has to be right. Like when I get cooked, I love it because like I like to like if I'm wrong, then I get cooked and I think it's like, oh shit, I got called out, I'm a fucking whatever. And if I'm right and they try to cook me, then I get to be like, you're a fucking idiot. It's just fun, man. It's like, you can't be afraid to be criticized. And sometimes if you're criticized for legit points, you learn from it. If you're criticized because somebody's salty, you fucking laugh at it, man. Well, no, one thing that they didn't talk about is that Larry Ellison is slowly and quietly becoming the most powerful man in the world and is about to literally own us, like enslave our minds. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, you got to think about this, right? Like I don't want to like get like down too much of a rabbit hole, but I want you to think about this, right? Get my whiteboard. Like maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll do this whiteboard tomorrow when I have more time, but I want you to think about this. Dude owns Oracle. Not only do these guys own the data centers, right? Which is basically where everything is going to run through. All your info, all the data, all the AI. He owns that. And that company is in charge of this. Not only do they have all that, but they are now the bidders for TikTok, the most used international brain rot app. So now, if they have control of this, on top of that, they're trying to get fucking media companies right now. Like, they're even in the bid for fucking Warner Brothers and shit. Like, imagine being a company that owns the data centers. Basically, your entire future digital infrastructure runs through this guy and his company that can then utilize that AI and that data to push out content through an algorithm to every single person. And because we consume so much goddamn content and we don't bother to fucking fact check it, you own society. You will be the most powerful person on the planet because you run all the data, all the info, it all goes through you. And not only do you have the data, do you have the technology, do you have the AI capability, you get to curate content in any way you want. Do you understand what I'm saying? The government is working directly with Oracle. Oracle is getting all this revenue, OpenAI, the data centers, and I mean, think about it. All roads lead to Oracle, NVIDIA. That's your processors and your chips, okay? OpenAI. Okay, that's your future, artificial intelligence when it comes to creating information, deleting information, curating information. Social media. Owning part of TikTok, and everybody who wants to put stuff out on social media is going to have to run it through their AI and through these data centers. Social media, through Oracle. Warner Brothers, right? That's just one company. They're trying. Why does Oracle want a media company? Why the fuck does Oracle want to own a media company? Think about it for a second. Why the fuck would Oracle want to own a media company? Fun fact about Larry Ellison was hired years ago by the CIA to run a program for the CIA called Oracle. Now, I'm not saying a conspiracy theory or anything like this. I'm just asking questions. A lot of crazy things. Guess what else goes through this if this continues to conglomerate? All of your personal data, your medical, everything is going to run through this company. And then the company, which now hosts the data centers, owns the media, owns part of it, owns part of the algorithm, now gets to put out anything they fucking want. Whether it's propaganda, whether it's ads, whether it's whatever. No one's talking about this, but Larry Ellison is becoming the most powerful human being on the fucking planet. No one is talking about this. Larry Ellison and his son, who is, by the way, the one that's in charge of some of these media companies, is slowly becoming the most powerful human being in the history of the planet, and no one even knows it. This is wild. What about Palantir? Who do you think Palantir is going to run their shit through too? When Palantir is collecting all this data and doing all this stuff like that, and they got to run through data centers and shit like that, who do you think is going to fucking have all that data too? This is insane. I'm serious. This isn't some like, oh my God, they're fucking coming for us. They're going to enslave us. I'm just telling you, if you go and look at companies Oracle either owns, has connections with, who the money's flowing through, how everything, and they're trying to buy up media companies and stuff like that, it's like they get to control all the information. They get all the information and put out all the information. A single company is going to be in charge of everything that you either consume, you understand, you read, you watch, you believe, and you're asking yourself, fuck, Stocky, I didn't think about this. What can we do? It's really all you can do.